Welcome, folks, to the first Monday Night Raw of 2023. We had a hell of a day yesterday at Day 1. We saw Becky Lynch lose her Intercontinental title to Natalya, but sadly Chyna managed to escape with her WWE title. We're back at it again tonight, though. I'm TJ Bradley, and welcome to Monday Night Raw. And we've got a hell of a lot to get through tonight. Not least, we will hear from Stephanie McMahon later on. She has not spoken publicly since Rhea Ripley was announced as the traitor in Team LCW, and it'll be fascinating to see what Stephanie has planned for her. First up, though, we're going to see the Iconics in action, Peyton Royce and our hardcore champion, Billie Kay. And they're going to be taking on Sasha Banks and Naomi, who have most certainly come along to illuminate our 2023. Look at the colors on them. This one is a great way to kick off the new year, and it's going to be fascinating later on to hear not only from Stephanie, but to also see if Rhea shows her face, and if she does, exactly what she has to say. She was called out by Ronda Rousey on Friday Night SmackDown, but she really refused to give Ronda any answers as to why she's dumped us all in it. Shot to the midsection of Sasha. And now takes her down and stomping on it. The Iconics have been having somewhat of a renaissance here in the LCW universe since Billie Kay claimed the hardcore title several weeks ago. And here is the champion throwing shots at Sasha. Snap suplex there, and she goes for a cover. But no, Sasha kicks out at the count of one. And Billie brings Peyton back in. These two rotating well. Sasha goes straight on to Peyton. Puts her up against the ropes. Now drives an elbow to the small of the back. And Peyton falls to the mat. And now it's going to be time for Naomi to get into the action. Here she comes. Peyton throwing shots, and they tie it up. And then Peyton puts Naomi up against the ropes and takes her down. Oh, and Peyton using the ropes as an offensive weapon there. The crowd enjoying this. There is certainly no New Year's hangover here. Naomi lifting Peyton up. Off the ropes, and a good crossbody there. And now Naomi is going to the top turnbuckle. She flies, but no, Peyton avoids it and tags Billie Kay back into the match. And Billie sends Naomi out of the ring, and Peyton down there. Is she going to get involved? It doesn't look like it. It looks like everyone's playing to the rules here. And Billie shows no sign of following Naomi out there either. And as it is, there we are. Naomi back into the ring and met by a kick from Billie, but she comes back at her. Elbows to the gut as well from Billie. And now, oh boy, look at that. And Naomi could be in trouble here. Big shot as well. And Billie's bringing Peyton back in. They have got Naomi in a world of trouble here. She is crawling towards her corner. She desperately needs a tag to Sasha, and Peyton allows her to do it. I'm not sure that was the best tactic. And here comes the boss. Great neck breaker on Peyton. And Sasha may be about to turn this around, but she's bringing Naomi back in. And again, I'm not sure about these tactics. Peyton whips Naomi into the corner. Now Peyton going to the top rope. And look at this, stretching out the arm of Naomi. The ref's going to have to break this one up. And Peyton lets it go and to the outside, but she's heading back into the ring immediately. Now Naomi has Peyton by the hair and drives her head into the top turnbuckle. Then brings Sasha back into this. And a drop toe hold followed by an elbow. Good double teamwork there. Now Sasha, kick to the midsection of Peyton. Going for that neck breaker once again. And she covers her. Here comes Billie, and she's needed to break that one up. Sends Naomi out of the ring as well. And Sasha hair drag takedown on Billy. Sasha is looking good here. And good shots going in. But Sasha gets a jawbreaker there. And a good shot of her own. And look at this. She's going for the bank statement. And Peyton's in the ropes. But she is looking in real trouble here. Can Sasha put her away? Sasha going for the cover. We got Billy and Naomi on the outside, taking care of one another. And in the ring, Sasha has got the 3 count. Sasha Banks and Naomi with the first win of 2023 on Raw. Great performance by them. They took the Iconics out. And Sasha, in particular, looked to be on fire here. I'm sure she'll be looking to improve on her stock from 2022 and make the new year the year of the boss. And coupled with Naomi, you'd be hard-pressed to bet against her. She'll certainly want to get herself into title contention here. And this is a good way to put her name forward. Top performance, the crowd enjoyed that one. And it looks like Rhea Ripley is here tonight. She's arriving, and we will hear from Stephanie shortly. But Rhea, will she give us any answers tonight? Here comes the boss of the LCW Universe. Remember, as a consequence of Rhea Ripley's decision to betray her teammates at Survivor Series, D-Generation X now control Friday Night SmackDown. And so Stephanie is here on her own show, where she will feel most comfortable. But after the news about Rhea, quite honestly, you cannot trust anyone here. So even though this is Stephanie's show, I wouldn't feel at all comfortable here, Steph. I'm sure she's going to speak on Rhea, and it'll be fascinating to see what her approach is with that devious little... I don't even want to say any more on it. Let's just wait to hear what Stephanie has to say. That's straight down the line from Stephanie. She will give Ronda a shot at the WWE title, but she's asking Ronda to wait while Stephanie addresses the issue with Rhea here. And Stephanie is inviting Rhea down to the ring to provide us all with some answers. And it looks like Rhea is going to take her up on that. Here she comes, swaggering her way down to the ring. Not even an ounce of regret or contrition. And Stephanie does not look like she has any time for Rhea at all. But Rhea, here she comes, into the ring, and she ain't talking. She's throwing fists at the boss of the LCW Universe. What the hell is she doing? She's stomping her out here. Oh, but she misses her leg drop. How do you like that, Rhea? And Stephanie, good shots. She's getting physical here with Rhea. But Rhea, oh boy, whips Stephanie into the corner and drives her shoulder into the gut of the boss here. And now Rhea is just stomping a hole in Stephanie. And she clearly don't feel like talking. She's letting her fists and her feet do the talking for her. And look at this backstage. China, leader D-Generation X, with a smirk on her face, watching Stephanie be dismantled like this. And this is sick. Here's Ronda Rousey, who exposed Rhea on SmackDown. And she's squaring up to the WWE Champion, who she will take on for that title in the near future, according to Stephanie McMahon. hard words between these two. It's going to be a hell of a rumble between them for the WWE title whenever Stephanie lines that one up. I cannot wait to see Ronda back in the ring with Chyna. Right now, though, we got a fatal four-way between Carmella, Toni Storm, Ember Moon, and Dakota Kai. And this is part of the preparations for the Royal Rumble, coming to you in just a few weeks' time. And this is the first of two fatal four-ways. And the winner of this will face the winner of the next fatal four-way, which will take place next week on Monday Night Raw. And whoever wins that one-on-one will be granted the number 30 spot in the Royal Rumble. And we all know how coveted that position is. When you're in there with 29 other women, the later you can get into the Rumble, the more chance you have of winning it. So all four of these women will be desperate, as will the four women who will take part in the Fatal 4-Way next week on Raw, to get a win, to get themselves a little bit closer to the 30th spot for the Royal Rumble. And remember, the winner of the Royal Rumble goes to WrestleMania to face the WWE Champion. It's a huge incentive, and these women here are all desperate to get involved. We got Ember Moon sent outside of the ring already. This match is one fall to a finish. You need to be in the ring, either to break things up or to get yourself the victory. And Ember is slowly making her way to her feet. Carmella whips Dakota out of the ring now, just as Ember is re-entering. Big suplex from Toni. Ember to the top rope and a slash to the outside. Right onto Dakota Kai. And what a move from Ember Moon. It's high risk, and I'm not sure in this format high risk is the way to go. But she did it anyway, and now it got all four women scrapping on the outside. This means everything to them. Carmella slams Dakota Kai. And Toni works Ember Moon over on the floor. And ladies, this needs to finish in the ring. You're no good out there. Get yourselves back into the squared circle. Ember sent into the ring post. And Dakota sends Carmella back into the ring. That's smart thinking from Dakota. And she lifts Carmella up. And here comes Ember. Make sure neither of these two score a victory over the other. Dakota misses that kick on Ember. And Ember coming back with some shots herself. Boy, oh boy. And then dumps Dakota to the mat. Carmella snaps suplex. The crowd loving this. It's all action in every direction. And any one of these women could win this. Big shots going in from Carmella as well. Toni drags Ember into the center of the ring. And now is going to put her away, is she? Oh boy. But Carmella's right there. And though Toni hooks a leg, I'm sure this one ain't going to go through. And there we are. Carmella breaks it up. Toni Storm, who has been in fantastic form lately. And if she can win this match, she'd fancy herself in the one-on-one. Oh boy, wait a minute though. Carmella with a DDT, and she covers Toni Storm. Ember getting to her feet. Is she going to get there? She is. Breaks the cover up. And on the outside, Dakota is also cleaning out the cobwebs, and she's heading back into the ring. Ember here with an acrobatic move on Carmella. And Dakota joining in there. And boy, oh boy, look at that takedown. Toni and Ember tying it up. Toni with a fisherman suplex. And she lets that one go. There was no point holding it for a pin with Dakota right there. And now it's Toni and Dakota going at it in the ring. Toni whips Dakota into the corner. And lifts her up to the top turnbuckle. Goes for a suplex. Now Toni lining Dakota up. Kick to the midsection. She hooks those arms. And to a powerbomb. And this one's going to be done. The ref is down and is counting. But no, Carmella gets in there just in the nick of time. And now Toni is gonna put Carmella away. Oh, big backbreaker there. And on the outside, Ember is messing around with the announce table. There's no need to do that, Ember. And now she's heading back to the ring. Toni looking fantastic here. Takes her over in a suplex. And then look at this, going for it a second time. Great move by Ember Moon. Dakota has Carmella up. Oh boy. And look at that, Carmella is really getting worse of it here. But she is in the ropes and Dakota goes for the cover. And Ember, what's she going for here? Oh, a drop kick to the back of Toni Storm, who took her eye off the game for a minute there. And big move from Carmella. All four of these women are unloading with everything they've got. Ember takes Toni down. And a big rolling DDT on Carmella. Is Ember Moon going to win this? She's put herself in a great position, but she's taking her time. And she's going for a submission maneuver. But Toni surely there is going to be able to break this one up. And no, she can't get there in time. Carmella has tapped. She had just eaten too much damage. And if she'd hung on a second or two more, Toni Storm was getting across to save her. But she couldn't. She gave it in. And Ember Moon has won this one. And she will go on to face the winner of the Fatal 4-Way next Monday night on Raw. And the winner of those two matches will face one another on Raw in 2 weeks' time. And whoever wins that will earn themselves the number 30 spot for the Royal Rumble, coming to us in just a few weeks' time. And what a boon that would be if Satan's Trident could get their woman in there. And folks, it was a busy weekend. If you missed day one, do not worry. All matches are available now on the LCW Universe's YouTube page. Check it out, there were some big ones there. Back out here, we are on to our main event. Boy, oh boy, what a main event this is. Ronda Rousey, exposer of Rhea Ripley, is gonna take on Abaddon, one of the most satanic, sadistic individuals in this universe. And Ronda may have a title match in her future, but she's got to get through this one first, and that is no easy feat against Abaddon, and potentially the other members of Satan's Trident, depending on what mood Abaddon's in today. She is a ferocious competitor, and Ronda will have to watch her back here. And as I say that, here comes that sick freak Abaddon. She has caused nothing but devastation so far in this universe, and she'll be looking to do exactly the same to Ronda Rousey. But Ronda Rousey is a whole different prospect to the women that Abaddon and Satan's Trident have gone after so far. Ronda is a pure fighting machine. She ain't here to do anything but kick butt and get paid. But Abaddon, the intimidation factor is enormous. Ronda has fought all sorts of women across the world, but I doubt she has ever been in the ring with anyone like Abaddon before. She barely seems human, this woman. She seems to draw on some satanic power, and she is just so difficult to put away. It'll be fascinating to see what approach Ronda takes here. She's being made to wait here. Abaddon does not rush her ring entrances. And the crowd, in some part, enjoying the theater of this, but mostly they are fearful, I think, for Ronda Rousey. She is going to go against Chyna in the coming weeks. Stephanie has not said exactly when, but it will be soon. And anything that diminishes her chances in that match is certainly not something the crowd or I want to see. We want Ronda to be at her best when she takes on the leader, D-Generation X. Well, let's focus on this right now. Here we go. Ronda throws a shot, but it grazes Abaddon and nothing else. And Abaddon drives Ronda's head into the top turnbuckle. Then a kick to the leg. Abaddon barely seems to have any strategy in the ring when she wrestles. She's simply there to hurt people, and Ronda is going to have to be on her game tonight as big shots go into the face of Abaddon. Ronda, look at that flipping arm drag, nicely done. she's going to go for it again, working on the arms here of Abaddon in preparation for her big armbar finish. But Abaddon, look at that, springs right back up again, and she's going to slam Ronda here. And that is the problem when you face Abaddon. Her powers of recovery are just unparalleled, and it takes so much to keep her down for a 3. She's got Ronda down at the moment though. Off the ropes and misses her splash. Ronda getting out of the way there. And then a good shot to Abaddon and more going in. And she's taking out some frustration here, but Abaddon coming back. These two going toe to toe on Monday Night Raw. And Ronda reverses that one. Throws Abaddon into the corner. But Abaddon coming back at her here. And now she has her up. And look at this, tosses her across the top rope. And boy oh boy, the impact of that on Ronda should not be understated. But Ronda does come back. She's showing real mettle here. But look at this once again. Abaddon takes the blows and just comes back. These two are really showing what it means to have the irresistible force meet the immovable object. And Ronda takes Abaddon down there. Now dragging her into the center of the ring. And look at this, Ronda has Abaddon up. And slams her to the mat, and he's going for a cover. But Abaddon kicks out. Good wrestling move there from Ronda, turning this into something more than a street fight. But Abaddon kicked out, and she's coming back at the baddest woman on the planet now. Slams her to the canvas once again. Now dragging her into the center of the ring. And what's Abaddon going for here? It's going to be a big old power slam. And oh boy, look at the impact of that. And lifting Ronda straight back up again, not giving her any time to recover. And Abaddon is going for that big powerbomb. And she dunks Ronda. Has she got her licked here? She has. Abaddon scores the 3 on Ronda Rousey here in the main event on Monday Night Raw. What a performance from Abaddon. Ronda just got blown away there at the end of that match. And I don't know how much her upcoming title shot impacted her ability to end this one early. I think, frankly, if she had needed a win here, she may well have kicked out of that pinfall and gone on to try and put Abaddon away. But as it is, Abaddon has claimed victory here. And thank you, folks, for joining us early on in 2023. We will see you on Friday night for SmackDown.